Hey guys, it's Claudio, or Zoned Up here, leader of the UFL, just given a shopping list on what and what not to buy. Again, this might be a two-parter as well. Just look in the link below. I'll post it down there. Now, onto the shopping list. Exploration Cruiser Retrofit. Let's go through all the many terrible things that this thing is. It is very terrible ship. It is not worth having, even though it's saucer can split and all that stuff. First off, let's take at this. Cool, it has 5 plus 5 power to all subsystems. That's nice, except the fact that the ship itself, the fact that I own it on one of my toons, needs that 5 power to all subsystems because its EPS power in general is rather low comparatively to the other ships. And it has 3 engineering slots, which is good for all of the tanking and whatnot. However, it only has 1 tactical slot, whereas to run high DPS, it's generally needed that you need 2. And 3 engineer slots is more or less over what you need. And the science slot, well, that's just for your fuck around slot. 4 console slots allows that 40,000 to possibly turn into a good range of 60, I want to say 64,000, depending on what consoles you get from the fleet store. And on top of your hull increase that you have for your skill points and how that's generated about. But you could probably pull off about 70,000 if you really wanted to with this. 3 science slots makes it to where it's more or less you just slap on some plasma infuser and hope for the best. The 2 tactical slots is very sad, due to the fact that this will not help you in the slightest when you're trying for, say, DPS like everybody is. I mean, this will help you survive, but it won't be any fun because you won't be doing anything. You really won't. Shield modifier 1 for standard for cruisers. This is nothing special, and honestly, in my opinion, it is not worth the 2,000 Zen to begin with. However, if you're looking for a ship somewhat like this or what have you, and you want the same style, I know it has the 3rd warp nacelle, but the cruiser is the next best thing. Due to the fact it has its 2 tactical slots, it has its 2 engineer slots. Yes, it can equip cannons, but I wouldn't suggest it because of that 6th turn. However, it has base crew of 1,000, 3 tactical console slots, which makes all the difference in the worlds, and it still has its 4 engineering console slots. So, this would be the better choice. It's worth the extra $5 to throw down. I think it's like £4 for it, an extra £3 in UK to throw down for this bad boy. I mean, it's awesome, and it has a spinal phaser line. That's always cool. I mean, it's not that effective. It's just, it's just cool to look at, and it's effective. Good shit. So yeah, it's totally worth the $5. If you want to go for a tanky tank with some good DPS mix in there, this is a bird for you, and you don't have fleet ships naturally. All right, on to our super ships. Odyssey Operations Cruiser. Not that. The Odyssey Tactical Cruiser. This is the only Odyssey Tactical Cruiser that you need. You don't need to buy the whole set. It is a waste of money. Trust me, I've done it, been there, done that. By the time you realize what you can do with it with just the Tactical Cruiser, you're gonna be like, well, fuck, I wasted an extra $25 to get all 3 of them. Because getting all 3 of the consoles doesn't help the ship as much as it would, say, the Scimitar all 3 consoles. It's just a bunch of doohickeys that are cool looking. However, they do detract from your health of your main ship, which you will be flying, and you will die multiple times. The benefits do not outweigh the non-benefits. Now here we got plus 10 power to weapons. That's badass. You're running straight beams on this boat, plus 10 power to weapons, and a plasmonic leech, you're set. Your weapon shouldn't go down past 80. As long as you have it all the way jacked up there, you're good to go. Its base EPS without any bonuses is awesome. It's about halfway the bar with all of them leveled out, and it's fun to fly. I mean, it's a cool thing to fly. And you got 2,500 crew. It's practically invincible. The beginning of combat, you can take most, if any, hits as long as they're not insta-deaths from STFs and whatnot. The Lieutenant Commander Universal Stations right here make you very, very flexible. I mean, you can have 2 tactical teams or 1 tactical team if you have the buffs to reduce the time. You got an engineering slot, which you can turn this other one into an engineering slot. You can run emergency power systems rotation to max out your DPS. It's got 3 tactical console slots, like I said before with the Dreadnought. Means everything in the world. You got 4 engineering slots, and then you got your 2 science slots. And I mean, you can turn this thing into a tank. My personal Odyssey at its prime ran anywhere from 72 to 71 hull, and it was practically unstoppable. Practically unstoppable, except for my Jem'Hadar Dreadnought, but that's just because the thing is so exuberantly high in tank stats. It's stupid. So, if you're going for a cruiser, I would suggest a bot cruiser. That is, I would suggest the Odyssey Tactical Cruiser. That's the only thing. And if you don't want the Odyssey Tactical Cruiser, then definitely buy the Galaxy Dreadnought Cruiser, because that thing is awesome. It's just fun to fly. It's a fun thing to fly, as is the Tactical Odyssey. And with the Odyssey Triple Play, again, unless if you are hell-bent on having every single piece, Tactical Cruiser is the way to go. And all the buffs don't even change, so there's no reason comparing the buffs. Alright. Next up, we got the Tactical Retrofit. Now, this I have an issue with, due to the fact that it has 3 tactical buff slots, okay? And it's kind of unnecessary for this ship. If it was a bigger ship, hold on. If it was a bigger ship with higher hull and more flexibility instead of just running straight cannon boat, then go for it. Yeah, that'd be awesome. However, it is not. It has a cloaking device, which makes its survivability a little bit higher if you remember that the cloaking device is there. But the 3 tactical slots is just killer. The 4 tactical console slots, however, down here, awesome. Love it. And the 3 engineering slots, awesome. Good for keeping your hull not. But it only has 4 weapon slots, which does, I've noticed it brings down the DPS a bit, because I have this one as well. Alright. Now, before you buy it, I would suggest spending the extra $5 to either get this right here, because the multi-vector, or no, not this. This is not what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. Scratch that. I was thinking of a completely different ship in the fleet bank, in the fleet stores. I don't like the multi-vector advanced escort. I'm just going to say that right now. If anybody who does, I think it's cool as shit. I think it's like a cool fucking design. It splits into 3 parts. It just lights shit up. You get to pick which part you're in. That's fucking badass. But here's the problem. 31,000 hull. That gets detracted by twice when you split your ship. 4 tactical console slots. Cool. It's an escort. Should. However, only 2 engineering slots. Only 2. Which makes it pathetically weak. It's unbearably weak. But plus 15 power to weapons, so you can run dual heavy cannons or dual cannons fairly well on this boat. It's a flippity-flip. It depends on what equipment you have. If you have high EPS power, then go for it. But again, I don't see it worth $25 to buy one. You know, if it was $20, that'd be a different story. But that extra $5 means a lot, especially for something that you want in game. Before I go on, there's a link, a little annotation right here. I'm going to post it right here, and it will send you to the next part of this video. Alright, I'll see you over there.